Guys, we're back again with another segment talking about New Comic Book Day. Yeah. We got the hot new stuff over here. I got the hot stuff right here. Brother Marcus, the hot dog Paul, the hottest of hot dogs.
Ooh.
Sonny is back joining us. He loves to hear about all the new comics.
I do. Hey, how's it going, guys?
In the universe. Brother Marcus, why don't you get us started there?
All right. Well, as you guys know, I am very excited about the upcoming Shazam movie. And so I did a little bit of just rereading some of the stuff that I've collected over the years. And one of the things that actually has been, actually is going to be reprinted in hardcover is Shazam, Power of Hope.
That looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Written by Paul Dini of Batman Animated Series fame.
Oh, wow.
As well as the whole book done by Alex Ross. And it is amazing. So this is a definite, pretty much anyone who's, whether you know anything about Captain Marvel, the OG Captain Marvel, which is this guy, or if you're a fan already or a lifelong fan, then this is great. This is a one-stop shop for you. It's a standalone for sure. And it's basically you are started off by seeing young Billy Batson. He's working as a radio announcer. And all these fan letters are starting to come in through the radio station because he's actually reporting basically kind of on himself. All the things that Captain Marvel, Shazam is doing.
A little Spider-Man-y.
Yeah, a little Spider-Man-y there. And he's all of a sudden, all these fan letters are starting to come into the radio station, care of the radio station for Captain Marvel to answer. And they're filled with all kinds of either requests or, thank yous and things like that. Thank you for keeping us safe.
That's cool.
What have you. And so the boss of the radio station says, hey, you want to take some of these home? We'll try to, answer some of these back because some of these are children and different people.
Right.
We want to give, courteous responses back on his behalf. So he takes them home, and a couple of letters actually kind of touched him. They were from a children's hospital, and basically, essentially, it becomes like a story where he's basically making these children's wishes come true, almost like Make-A-Wish.
That's cute.
So he goes to a hospital and he befriends them as Captain Marvel. And, of course, they're kids, they're little kids. So they, some want to, go around the world and want to fly. Some want to go fight bad guys with him and things like that. So he does his best to do as much as he can with them, with the, hospital's blessing. And so it's it's a very fun, very thoughtful story. And it's just, it really, you can tell it actually touched him as well in terms of how he, how he views himself now and how important his being Shazam, his being Captain Marvel is to him, is to everyone else.
That's really cool.
Because as Billy Batson, nobody really knows him.
Right,
other than that, so it's kind of, it's very touching. So, like I said, they are reprinting this in hardcover coming up pretty soon.
It was a giant book.
It is a giant book, giant treasury-sized book. They do have a number of other ones, like Peace on Earth is the Superman one. Where
Peace on Earth is a fantastic book. And the War on Crime for Batman is also really, really good.
Right.
The artwork is amazing.
Yeah. Alex Ross is killing.
The goat.
War on Crime is the only one I haven't read or have.
War on Crime is, you should read it. It's really, really fantastic.
I definitely got to find it. This one, I have Secret Origins, the Superman one, Peace on Earth. And I think there's a Justice League one too, if I'm not.
The Justice League one is, it's great too. I can't think of what it's called off the top of my head.
But yeah, these are great. And I happened to just be one day just strolling into, alternate reality, and Ralph had them there, and I just grabbed them. I was like, this is great.
That's awesome.
And then the second one is Predator #1.
Cool.
Yeah. So we got a new Predator series written by
Justice. It's called Justice. Sorry.
Oh, Justice. Yes. So we have we have a new Predator series. Just started with a new #1, written by Ed Brisson, the same guy who did the last mini series that just ended, and it's great because it almost mirrors. It's pretty much pure action for the first time.
Yes.
It's basically like you're at the movies, and it follows Predators in a way similar in terms of you have a bunch of people who just randomly get, teleported, boom tubed into this remote island, and they're being basically stalked and hunted
Sick.
like game for the predator.
Sick.
You know, and it's
Love
just
it.
it's bloody. It's so full of action, and there are all these different people from different parts of the world, from like the Japanese military, Filipino military, guys from the U.S., and the kicker is they're all from different times. Because they all ask each other like, what year is it? It's 1982. What? No, it's 2020. No,
I like that.
and so you're like, so
I like
they're all
that.
looking at each other, you know, once they get a breather, because they're like literally beamed to this island and they start running because those things are after them. So
Right.
it's amazing.
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
So do I.
yeah.
Nice little
And
twist.
there is a loose tie. I don't want to give it up because it's a brand spanking new story, but there is a loose tie into the previous arc that was done. There's another character that resurfaces from the
cool.
previous story. So it's pretty cool. Those are my two.
Hot take.
Good choices.
Predators
Hot dog.
is the best Predator movie, and it's not close.
Okay.
I can see that.
All right.
I can see
All right.
What you
Anyways,
got? What you got?
so today I have brought to the table, to no one's surprise, a Batman book.
What?
Oh, no way.
But so this is the continuation, next arc of Zdarsky's. It's Selena Kyle. It's the continuation of the next arc of Zdarsky's Batman run, which I think I was telling you guys in the chat earlier. I haven't liked to run on Batman as much as I do this.
That's
since
super cool.
Snyder. And he just does a really fantastic job of understanding what makes Batman Batman. He is of a physical prowess and mindset that nobody else is. Not a single other person is. And this is a super interesting story because at the end of Failsafe, which was the last arc for Zdarsky, the first one, which was incredible art from Jorge Jimenez on that one. Now Jimenez is doing the covers, and the interiors are by Mike Hawthorne, which he's no Jimenez, but they are very good and they lend to the story that's being told here.
That's cool.
And I've really enjoyed the fallout from what Failsafe does at the end of the first arc. What Failsafe does is he's trying to kill Batman because he was a failsafe created by Bruce that would kill him if he ever killed somebody. It got tricked into believing he killed somebody, and it went after him. And then Batman and I believe it's Superman convince Failsafe to show compassion, and Failsafe's version of compassion is instead of killing Bruce, he throws him into another universe where Bruce Wayne is dead.
Ooh.
And allows him to be able to do his thing in that universe. And now he's figuring out what's going on. There's a little different version of the Riddler, different version of Harvey Dent. And there's a really cool fight with him in this version of Harvey Dent where Harvey Dent gets on Venom and they're fighting and they're throwing down. And Batman's like, he's super strong, he's smart, he's fast, but it doesn't matter. He could have been as strong as Clark and I was still going to take him out. He was losing this fight from the beginning.
Yeah.
Takes him out, and it's super, super cool to watch him kind of inject himself into this other universe and go, I'm going to be Batman for this universe. And the little like kind of early day suit he has, makeshift suit he has, is super cool. It's like clearly he's like pieced together and he makes it on his own. And at the end of this latest issue, he needs to figure out why his version or that version of him died. So he has to dig himself up.
Ooh.
And at this point in his universe, Alfred is dead.
Sucks.
And in this universe, Bruce is dead and Alfred is alive.
Yep.
Ooh.
And as he's digging up his version from that universe, Alfred runs into him and he's like, Alfred, I need to figure out what happened. I want to help people because I was raised by an Alfred.
Yeah.
And that's how he leaves and Alfred kind of breaks down and starts crying. And it's so interesting
I like that.
to watch what's going on and watching Batman become Batman. There is one thing going on in this story that I really hope Zdarsky does not do. Selena is there and he's like, she's a different Selena. She's not my Selena, but I still have feelings for her.
Right.
She is this. What will drive me absolutely nuts
He's thirsty.
is if we get to the, well, I don't even care if he has a relationship with Selena,
that interdimensional travel.
but if we get to the end of this arc and Selena tricks him again just because he loves her so much, I'm kind of over it. They do
Yeah.
that every single time Selena is involved in a story. And in my opinion, it's never good. It always makes Bruce look like an idiot.
Always.
Right.
And I hate it so much.
Right.
So he's not watching this, but if you are, please don't do that. Please, for the love of God, don't be like,
Please.
yeah, she wasn't my Selena, but every Selena's my Selena, and I fell for her again, and she tricked me again.
You just
Yeah.
wrote that last
Uninteresting.
issue.
Yeah,
Don't-
literally, I was like, that's exactly how it goes.
Please do not do it. But other than that, like small, like please don't do that. This story has been fantastic.
That's good.
and it's
It
the
sounds
best
amazing. That sounds really
mainline
cool.
Batman run I've read since Snyder that I've enjoyed. Where it's Batman being Batman, not Batman being a sad mope because he loves Selena or fighting some new cockamamie villain made up from his past or whatever. Like, like what was his name in the Tinian run, or what was his name in the
Ghostmaker.
Yeah, Ghostmaker. I'm just like, okay.
He
Kind
like,
of holding on to Ghostmaker though. It seems like they're kind of still using him. I mean,
And
Yeah.
the
I'm just
punchline has
glad-
kind of made her. Has got her own thing
Right.
now going. So
But I was
I
just
don't
glad
see
for
that.
this. This is about Bruce and what he's doing, even down to the reason he's where he is now is because of something he created to
Okay.
keep himself in check. And I just really love it. And the last thing I wanted to mention was Tom Taylor and Ivan Hayes. One Bad Day, Ra's al Ghul is coming out either next week or the week after, and I am super, super excited to read that one.
Okay.
And that'll be out soon, and it's a one-off, and anyone can pick it up and read it. You don't have to have read all the One Bad Days,
Right.
and I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of go rapid fire because I brought a lot of stuff.
Oh, did you?
Oh, nice.
All this stuff came out this past week. Captain America: Symbol of Truth has been good. They're both really good as far as
cover.
both
Yeah.
kind of like dual Captain America series. They're gonna cross over like Cold War
Yes, Cold
thing
War.
like later on in the next couple of months. We get Sam Wilson as well as Steve Rogers crossing over, but this has been really good. It's Onyebuchi is the writer on this one. It's pretty good art by Silva. It's been really good. Black Cloak is sort of like a fantasy sci-fi detective kind of thing. The Black Cloaks kind of operate as like the policing force, and they are investigating the murder of a prince.
Okay.
It's a cool kind of fantasy sci-fi, kind of like a saga, kind of like
Right,
Notes to
right.
Saga kind of thing. But it's trippy, something different than you get away from the capes and stuff.
I like it.
And then Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Ziggler's killing it on Miles Morales.
Looks really cool. That cover's awesome.
We all love Miles Morales, and I mean he's been doing it justice. It's been great. Not to bash anybody previously, but
Right.
it's been a good run so far.
Right,
It's only
right.
4 issues in. No One is a crossover series that's going on with the Massive Verse right now in Image. Sonny, you got Rogue Sun, Radiant Black, Dead Lucky. They're all kind of like combining their universe, and it's not just about this series, which is like a 9 or 10 issue event. There is a podcast that's going to be going on at the same time that is going to be sort of like a fictional true crime drama that's going to be either bi-weekly or just a monthly podcast it's narrated by Rachel Lee Cook and Patton Oswalt. And they're operating as people who are doing a crime podcast talking about what's taking place in this series. So it's kind of a cool little twist to what they're doing. And by the way, Bucatello and Kyle Higgins are going to be at Cosmic Comics this weekend signing books on Saturday, and they're both contributing to
12
Oh,
to 3, guys.
series.
You can make it down there. 12
And
to
the
3.
last thing, if you like Christopher Priest had an incredible run with all the Deathstroke stuff. Superman Lost just started this past week on Wednesday.
Let me see that guy.
And
He's like,
it
let me
was
see that real quick.
it was a pretty cool story. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I wasn't sure about that one. That's why I kind of.
I enjoy. Do you like Christopher Priest?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy.
Character
it.
design look amazing in that.
Yeah, Radiant Red was, I think, part of that too, right?
Yep.
Radiant Red, Radiant Black. Yeah.
So that's the stuff I got. The other thing I was going to mention, Tom Taylor has mentioned how big the Titans series is going to be and how big of a part it's going to play in DC Comics going forward.
Interesting.
In May is the first issue, so that'll be launching. I may or may not go hard in the paint for the first issue of that.
I'm sure you will.
There's Nicholas Scott is going to be doing the artwork. Tom Taylor. There's going to be a Jim Lee variant.
Oh.
Simone DeMeo is going to do a variant. Dan Mora is going to do a variant. So
that's pretty cool.
I'm
That's
all
pretty
over
tight.
it.
Right.
I'll have copies for number one for you guys.
Nice.
I'll
nice.
put that
But-
up in the office.
That's what I got. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
I definitely like the fact that in issue 101 we learned that pretty much the Titans Tower has been relocated from San Francisco to Bloodhaven.
Yeah.
Wasn't
yeah.
it destroyed at the beginning of Dark Crisis?
Yep.
Am I
Yes.
mistaken? Yeah.
Yes. So they're rebuilding it, and it's in Bloodhaven. So I like that versus San Francisco.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll give all those a cop. I'm
Yeah.
not dropping all those.
Superman Lost.
I'm familiar with the
getting
Shazam
this.
ones, so I mean, like, but I think the Predator one got me for sure, and your Batman one, it sounds
The trade
really,
for the
really
first
good.
arc is coming out soon. I'm definitely gonna get it, and I'll lend it to you.
It's
Please
kind
do.
of unique for this is the fourth writer for this Batman run since they started the Rebirth.
Okay.
Obviously, you had Tom King's like 80 something issues.
100.
Yeah, and then you have with Batman, Catwoman combined.
right,
You know, it's what they kind of pulled him off of the series, and then they gave it to Tynan, and then they had Williamson do a 6-issue run, but he was writing like 4 of their series at the
Yeah,
time,
that's
so
a
they're
lot.
like, it's a lot, and we'll just have you come over here and do this, and then for them to have Chip Zdarsky be your 4th writer for this run
That's
of
to
Batman.
say something.
And I mean, really, it's been just as good as any writer there's been for Batman. I think, like ever.
Yeah,
It's-
That's
it's
crazy.
So good.
And he's
That's
written
cool.
like 8 issues.
That's
Right.
really cool.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Guys,
all
love
good
it.
stuff.
a lot of options for you to check out at
Yeah,
your
really
local
good stuff.
LCS. Go to the comic shop and read some comics. You guys go pick up some books and let us know what you're reading. If we didn't suggest one of the things that you're reading already, we've suggested like 12 things. But if you haven't been reading any of these things, tell us what you're reading. Let us know where we should be putting our dollars in, investing and checking out some stuff.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
Guys,
That was really good.
thanks for hanging out tonight.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff to check out. I got more reading to do. I'm always behind.
Yeah, I'm always behind too.
Yeah.
That looks good.
We'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great evening.
All
Later,
right.
guys.
Later, y'all.
Until next time.